Welcome everyone, welcome to Schemes in News series by Clarity for Sure courses. So today also we are again here with a new set of scheme, but before starting today's session, let's deal with the question I gave you in the previous session of PM-FBY Yojana. And the paragraph was that Kesavan, a resident of Vellore district, lost his job during the COVID-19 pandemic and remained unemployed for 7 months. Encouraged by his sister, who benefited from a government initiative, he applied for a loan under the Grants in Aid component of PM-FBY in 2020-21. He also contributed 35,000 from his own savings. With this support, he established a pharmacy shop. In another case, KP Durrai from Kanchipuram, who had been running a welding business for 18 years, learned about the Grants in Aid component loan and subsidy scheme from friends. Now she applied for it and received a loan of rupees 5 lakhs and subsidy of rupees 1.36 lakhs, which helped her secure fabrication work with L&T and expand her business. Now she is employing 6 people and doubling her monthly income. And the question from here was that under which component of PM-FBY did Kesavan and KP Durrai avail financial support to start or scale their businesses? And the correct option will be your option number C, Grants in Aid for socio-economic projects. The next question was, based on the eligibility guidelines of PM-FBY, which of the following would most likely to apply both Kesavan and KP Durrai? And option number A will be your correct answer here. They belong to SC families living below the poverty line. The next question is, considering Kesavan's case, what does the support he received from PM-FBY Yojana indicate about the nature of the GIA component of the scheme? And the correct answer will be your option number C, that it aids in asset creation and entrepreneurship skills among the scheduled caste communities. And the next question was, in both success stories, what outcome most closely reflects the broader impact intended by PM-FBY scheme? And the answer is option number C, that is your sustainable livelihood creation and local employment generation. Coming back to today's session, today we are again here with a new set of questions, and these questions will be your task for today's session. Let's deal with the paragraph and the question. So, on February 18, 2025, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana marked its 9-year anniversary. Launched in 2016 by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the scheme is significantly improved agricultural risk mitigation by providing insurance coverage against natural calamities like droughts, floods, hailstorms, pest attacks and more. So the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana has incorporated technologies such as drones, satellites and mobile apps for faster and more accurate loss assessments. Yes Tech, introduced in Kharif 2023, combines tech-driven and manual estimates to ensure transparency in crop loss evaluation. And the Union Cabinet in January 2025 have approved the continuation of PMFBY and RWBCIS till 2025-26 with a total budget of 69,515.71 crore. And the increasing participation of non-loany farmers now at 55% of the total coverage reflects growing trust in the scheme. You can also take a screenshot of this paragraph. Coming to the question part, the very first question from here is that which of the following best explains the main purpose behind introducing Yes Tech in PMFBY? And the second question, as of 2023-24, what significant trend highlights the growing voluntary acceptance of Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana among the Indian farmers? So go through their options very carefully and then comment your answers in the comment section. The next question is that the Union Cabinet's January 2025 decision regarding PMFBY and RWBCIS involved which of the following components of the scheme? And these are its options. Then last question is, how Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana have leveraged technology to improve transparency and efficiency in its implementation? So go through the paragraph, the questions and their options very thoroughly and then comment all of your answers in the comment section. So every seed is a dream of every farmer, but nature can be uncertain, and Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana is trying to make their dreams true, and it's enhancing and it's ensuring that no such dream of any farmer should be lost even if the rains fall. Now let us know about the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana in detail. So this scheme is being in news recently, as on February 18, 2025, the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana have completed its 9 years, and it's close to a decade of empowering the farming system and the farmers of India, as it was being launched in the year 2016 under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. What are the objectives of Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana? So the very first objective of Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana is to provide financial assistance and support to the farmers, and to those farmers, those who are suffering from crop damage or any other natural calamities. The second objective is to stabilize the income of the farmers and ensure that their continuation in the farming. The third one is to encourage the farmers to adopt modern techniques and innovative agricultural practices to make the farming system much easier. And the fourth objective is to ensure crop diversification, credit worthiness of the farmers, which will enhance their growth and competitiveness and protect from production risks. Now, what are the technologies advancements being provided under Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana? So, the very first is your use of advanced technologies like satellite imagery, drones, unmanned aerial vehicles and remote sensings. So, these are being applied for the crop estimation, yield, dispute resolution and loss of assessment. The second advancement is your improvement in crop cutting experience, and the technologies assist in CCE planning, yield estimation and assessment for preventing of sowing the seed areas. The third one is your CCE Agri app for the data capture. So, crop yield data from CCE is captured through agricultural mobile application. The fourth one is transparency and accountability, as it was in your question also. Insurance companies can now witness the conduct of CCE in real time, which will ensure the transparency and accuracy and the timely claim settlements under the scheme. The fifth one is integration with state land records. The land records are being integrated with NCIP for authenticity and its verification. And the last one is your purpose of Yes Tech. Again, from here also the question was that facilities large scale adoption with technology based yield estimation will be provided, and which will basically aim to blend manual and technology based yield productions. Now, what are the risks covered under the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana? The very first risk is being that yield loss of the standing crop. So, the insurance will be provided for the yield losses due to non-preventable risk like natural fire, lightning and any other natural calamities, as I mentioned in the earlier also. The second one is prevented sowing. So, if most insurance farmers in a notified area are unable to plant or sow a seed due to any unfavorable weather, they are eligible for the indemnity claims up to 25% of the sum insured. The third one is post-harvest losses. Now, the coverage is provided for up to 14 days. Post-harvest for crops stored in cut and spread condition and on an individual farm basis. And the last one is your fourth one, localized calamities. So, it covers risk like hailstorms, landslides and inundation affecting individual farmers in notified areas due to identified localized hazards. As I mentioned, that it basically covers the yield loss, the natural calamities. So, it's very important as per your exams perspective also that it's completing the SDG goal. So goal 2.3 by 2030, the double agricultural productivity and income for small scale food producers will be covered under the scheme. Goal 2.4 by 2030 ensures sustainable food production. 1.5 by goal 1.5 by 2030 build the resilience of the poor and those in vulnerable situation and reduce their exposure and vulnerability to the climate related extreme events and other economical, social, environmental causes. Now, it's directly strengthening the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana as the government has implemented the interventions to enhance the transparency, accountability and the ensure of timely claim settlements of the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana as it was being launched in 2016. Due to these efforts, the area and the number of farmers covered under the scheme in 2023-24 has reached a very high numbers, and this scheme has become the largest crop insurance scheme for the farmers in the farming sector, and many of the states have waived off the farmers' share of premium, significantly reducing the financial burden which the farmers face during the crop production. Let's have a look on comparison table between Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana and the restructured weather-based crop insurance scheme by which Union Cabinet has approved for until the financial year 2025-26. So, the basis of insurance claim is actual yield loss determined through crop cutting experiment, and in restructured weather-based crop insurance, the deviation from predefined weather parameters are using the weather index. What is the assessment method in both the scheme? So, yields are compared with the threshold yield in notified area and crop, and weather parameter deviations from threshold affect the crop productivity. What is the objective of both the scheme? So, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana aims to give the insurance cover against all non-preventable natural risk, and in this it gives insurance against weather related risk like rainfall, temperature, humidity, etc. The claim settlement speed is slower in Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana as it depends on physical yield assessment, but it's as compared to Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, the claim settlement speed is faster in restructured weather based crop insurance scheme as the real time weather data is used, and the crops covered under this Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana is food crops, oil seeds and some commercial or horticultural crops, and in this specially suited for horticulture and perennial crops. So, these are the differences and comparison between Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana and the restructured weather based crop insurance scheme. So, till the date of its launch, it has just the number of is being increased in the enrollment of Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, and it is witnessing the success and potential of the scheme. So, the Union Cabinet in January 2025, they have approved the continuation of Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana and restructured weather-based crop insurance scheme till the financial year 2025-26, and they have provided a total budget of 69,515.71 crore. You can also see it in the graph as the number in the year 2016-17, how it have increased to in the financial year 2025-26. Now let's discuss about the key benefits of the scheme. So, it provides affordable premiums. So, the maximum premium is payable by the farmer will be 2%. Only 2% for the kharif food and the oil seed crops, and for rabi food and oil seed crops it's only 1.5%. For yearly commercial or horticulture crops it will be 5%. And the remaining premium is subsidized by the government only. So, the next benefit is Comprehensive coverage. So the scheme covers natural disasters like droughts, flood, as I mentioned in earlier also, pests and diseases with post-harvest losses due to local risk like the hailstorms and landslides. The third key benefit is your timely compensations. So Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, it basically aims to process the claim within 2 months of the harvest to ensure that farmers get the compensation very quickly as far as possible and to prevent them falling into any type of debt. And the last key benefit is that technology driven implementation. So Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana integrates advancement in technologies like satellite imaging, drones and mobile apps for the precise estimation and of crop loss and ensure accurate claim settlements. Now, which type of and how the farmers are eligible, what is the eligibility criteria under this scheme? So, all the farmers including growing notified crop in notified areas. The second eligibility criteria is the farmers, those who are having insurable interest in insured crops. The third one is valid and authorized land ownership certificate or valid land tenure agreement. The fourth eligibility criteria is that the farmer must be a cultivator or sharecropper on the insured land. The fifth eligibility criteria is that she must apply for insurance coverage within the prescribed time as under the scheme frame within 2 weeks of the start of the sowing of the season. And the last eligibility criteria is that farmers must not have received compensation for the same crop loss from any other medium or any other such type of schemes by the government. Let's talk about the achievements of Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana since the date of its launch. So, the total claims of Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana is 1,75,276 crore. It has reached to, and 25% growth in farmer enrollment numbers have increased. The sum insured is rupees 17,29,395 crore. And over 23.22 crore farmers application have been received and claims have been settled. The non-loany farmers covers has increased to 55%. It's the very broad and important achievement of Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, and in 23 states and in union territories it has been implemented under the scheme. Summarizing all the points, let's talk about the key highlights of Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana as it has completed its 9 years of launch. So, the very first highlight you should keep in mind that comprehensive safety net. So, it basically offers insurance protection to the farmers. Next one is technology driven implementation. They are utilizing the technologies for the advancement in farming, imagery, drones, remote sensing and others to access the crop damage. The third one is it has enhanced transparency and accuracy through technological integration, which has improved the efficiency and the transparency of the crop assessment. The affordable premiums, so the farmers are eligible with low premium rates like 2% for kharif crops, while the government covers the rest of the money or rest of the loan with the remaining subsidy. Extensive risk coverage, whether it be yield loss, post-harvest loss or localized calamities, it's providing risk coverage to the farmers. Timely compensation are being provided. Rising voluntary participation can be seen as now constitute 55% of the non-loany farmers, and it is basically strengthening and the resilience and empowering the farmers to build agricultural resilience as it is entering into its next phase. That's all for today. I hope you must have understood about Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. Go through the questions of this session of today's task and comment all of your answers in the comment section. Subscribe our YouTube channel, join us on Telegram and follow us on Instagram. Thank you so much.